Let's get the microphone back on. Ooh, hey everybody. How's it going? Yeah, that was some royalty-free music I found that was labeled under fantasy, so royalty-free, babies. Yeah, I'm actually finding a lot of their stuff is really good. I want to make sure that I um eventually figure out a way that I can get that like automatically updated maybe on screen to kind of show who the artist is, that kind of thing. I don't know, some way to give back to that artist. Then again, it could just be AI for all I know. Good evening, Corsi. Let's see if Streamlabs gonna pick it up. There we go. Good evening. Y'all let me know if the desktop audio is coming in too light. I'm showing it very low, but I have it pushed as high as it's supposed to go. So if it's really low, let me know. Because there'd be some good voice acting and such. Damn, we got a whole bunch of people here tonight. Got Sinistar, Quartz, Skyrim Master, aka Nikki. Let me see here. I believe, yeah, we're at the electrodynamic something or another. Cenobium. And even though I haven't got paid yet, shout out to Dubby for our sponsorship that doesn't pay me. Okay. You still gonna hang out with us or just go off to your Skyrim lands? I don't mind either way, I just, just double checking, Yes. Cool. Sounded pretty good. Alright, cool. Makes my life a little easier. We have unsanctioned Psyker lightning stuff. And leather armor. Nothing all that exciting in here. Oof. Oh, I know a trick to this. I am gonna head back. This one? I think it's this one. I'll be in the background. Okay. That is perfectly fine.
See? Right there.
So if we talk to this mummified electro priest, we can convince them to give us basically a buff that will block lightning, electricity stuff. A tech priest's body rests on a metal table surrounded by sparking spirals of copper coil. Patina of sacred unguents covers his withered flesh. His augments have been polished with great care. Intricate electus cover the dead man's crossed arms and bare torso, and strands of wires envelop his head. Pascal respectfully bows his head before the dead man and carefully touches the shriveled body with the tip of his macandrite. Honored adherent, I thank you for showing us the truth of Fabricator General Ekrovar's maxim, death does not end the service of a spirit driven. Alright, I'm gonna examine them. Body seems motionless, but you notice a slight tremor in the fingertips. This ancient servant of the Omnissiah must be data dreaming. His mind, enveloped in digital reverie, can persist for hundreds or thousands of years, while his frail body is decaying. The sacred site of trance is a great reward only earned by the wisest and most pious servants of the machine god. Such purity of color. I've never seen anything like it. Deep tranquility shrouded in a cool white cloud. Such unity of thought and spirit. The dead are incapable of exuding such hues. Next to the table the body is resting on, you see small amulets crafted from burned cogitator circuit boards. There was no dust on these small offerings. They were clearly left here recently. Let's see if he can hear us. The light in the crypt becomes a little brighter and sharper, and the smell of ozone fills the air. The vox on the ceiling comes alive and lets forth a solemn Beinhardt aria that turns into a crackling, somnolent voice. In this dark hour, I am ready to bring you good tidings, tech brethren. Now respond with the words of the second galvanic hymn. The second galvanic hymn is a revered and miraculous prayer of the Adaptus Mechanicus. Naturally, you know it very well. Alright, the whole thing. Let it be so indeed. So I'm going to let him know the monastery is under attack by heretics. Can you help? In my data dream, I saw their unholy requests and rejected them angrily, for it is said in the 4th article of security, no unbeliever's hand shall intrude upon the operation cycle. They have seditious designs on the relic, but should I give you, who does not belong to our faith and fellowship, my blessing to stand up to the blasphemers? Listen, I may not be a member of your priesthood, but you and I are of the same faith. Sure. The statement is true. The 1st article of security says, fear above all evils, the defilement of knowledge. And its command outweighs the prohibition contained in this 6th article of security, that knowledge be locked away from the ignorant. So be it. In the name of shaming the unbelievers, I grant you the blessing of special access and protection from the rage of the motive force. Dry crackling, comes from inside the crypt's walls as awakened cogitators process the ancient tech priest's command. Okay. Thought somebody texted me. So now we have 50% armor against shock damage, which is fantastic for what we were about to run through, which is essentially electric walls. Not cool. Sorry for the camera. This game is fun for camera stuff. Swear. Okay. I know something's about... Yep, there it is. Okay. It's nice, and then that for anybody who tries to take a shot at me.
My faith strengthens me.
I'll live another day.
Alright. I do need somebody to go back and grab that, but now we're over here. Maybe Abelard should do it. He got a lot of movement, I think. Oh, I can't use it? Oh, that's... I thought that was a free chest of things. Well, now I feel silly. Larks. Oh.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Babylon. 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 Alright, our new gun ski. We have the extra area attack. Oh, a whiff.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Oh.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job
Oh,
for the
I
serf?
insist. She also is needing to use her axe. Otherwise, I don't think I can get past this goober. Shoot. Ooh. Damn. Come on. Nice. This is Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Every Friday we play this game. Mondays are Pathfinder. You already know about Whatever Wednesday. Because that's where, you know, you've been hanging out mostly. I try to keep to schedule. However, I make no guarantees on the schedule. Because I'm just sometimes not myself, I guess is the right way to put it. That's okay, I don't expect anyone to memorize things. Yeah, sometimes the rock music is killer in this game, I will say that. They did a good job of getting good settings depending on the situation. Alright, well, yeah, damn, and we have the electricity rolling. Okay, and Lord, you just gonna chill back here. And I think in this music, the that like angry roar, I think he's saying corn, which is one of like the evil chaos gods in Warhammer, which is kind of a cool thing in my opinion. And it's like a whole song about the chaos god. I got nowhere to go. Alright, Kazia can give somebody a whole turn.
I shall not fear.
Alright, it's good. Yeah, corn, but it's like almost like the music band, like KH. I think that's his name. I could be very wrong. Yeah, Corn the Blood God. Blood for the Blood God. Skulls for the Skull Throne. Oh, my people are getting
Help me, Lord Captain.
zip sacked. Alright, they're okay. They're fine. You know? Oh, big lump of knobs. It's got juice. Ba-ba. A crowd of cultists has surrounded a tech priest crucified upon a mechanism. A rhythmic whisper, repeated by 100 voices, blends into some blasphemous enchantment. Powerful discharges of the motive force run through the machine, causing the unfortunate prisoner's body to convulse brutally and forcing woeful cries of pain from his lips. The tech priest's hoarse voice echoes under the ceiling. In the clenched claws of stagnation and the shackles of iteration zero, under the iron wing, let the cycle be discontinued. Pascal's mechandrites spring into combat mode instantly, and a wrathful rattle comes from his vox. I am registering a severe violation of the purity protocol. The blessed Amarnet has been captured by heretics and is being tortured. Are you sure he's the Amarnet? Confirmed. I do not observe his face, but I recognize his words. Let the cycle be discontinued, is the blessed Amarnet's motto. Then let's kill them all. My analysis of this situation indicates the overwhelming numerical superiority of the enemy. In an open confrontation, the blessed Amarnet may be randomly or deliberately harmed by fire. I have an alternative proposal to direct engagement. The Macandrite points to the corpses of heretics lying nearby. We can use the blasphemer's clothes as disguise. Unrecognized, we can sabotage the power units, overloading them and thus cleansing the hall of heretics. The lightning discharges have charred the cultist's corpse. Wisps of smoke rise from their empty sockets, whose contents have evaporated. Their clothes, covered in the blood of innocents, are crudely painted over with emblems of the archenemy, which exude a repulsive air of soul decay. I shudder with the disgust at the mere thought of having to touch clothing adorned with unholy symbols, let alone wear it. This is the first step toward falling, a small compromise with evil that will lead to something greater. Is there truly no other way, rogue trader? The signs of the archenemy are not just painted symbols, but conductors of its will. The words of their prayers, even spoken without faith, their coat of arms, even deceitfully worn, all this increases the presence of the ruinous powers near you and draws their corrupting attention to you. Cassia stares in horror at the corrupted clothes. Do not make me. I think I gotta go dogmatic on this, because I do know, like, as fact, in the Warhammer 40k universe, the symbols actually do hold power, belief or not. So they're very much right in that regard. Like, it'll screw us up, and I don't want that. So I will not allow corruption to touch you. We will vest ourselves in faith and kill every last traitor to the Golden Throne. Another desperate scream rends the air. So be it. May the Omnissiah protect the blessed Amaranth in the coming battle. Death to the blasphemers. Heck yeah. Alright, so we can start... actually have our people start in good position. There... That's good. Heinrichs, give yourself a little boosty boost. And then, was it 3?
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Nice shot, buddy. Stalwart bends this way.
I am your doom.
Death to non-believers!
Pew, 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 pew. Okay. A squirrel. Give us all a little boost this time, I think. And then he's gonna do not that one. This one? This one. That's why we like Pascal. We also don't like him because I found out things about his ending that made me go, "Oh man, he's not so great." Shun the non-believers.
Death to non-believers!
This is like if friggin' stormtroopers had a faith.
I took care of this one.
I think I go here. Yeah, it should be good. We're gonna conquer Candy Mountain with the Empire Shard. Yikes! That was pretty bad.
Doubt is for
A
the
little
weak.
rapid fire. Hey, never mind. We won't. Shoot once. Rapidly.
Chaos guides me!
Alright. Healing time? Yeah. That was just rude.
Suits my purpose.
There we go. Yay! It's gonna be a little tough because I gotta angle it funny. There we go. Did he just die? Okay. Why not?
Chaos guides me!
Yes, much sport. We're all just having a good time. Oh, I can't shoot that far. Lame.
I serve the ruinous powers!
So many sports. It's my favorite sport is splort. Not to be confused with Dorts. God, Dorts was so bad. I really sat there and was like, I am not leaving until I get this done. I hit them with that. Sport splort with Dort. Dort. Wait, is that the right one? Yeah.
Out of my way.
Hello, friends. Now that's a sport. And because they died, I now have 8 jumpy attacks. I do a little jumpy attack. Ooh, I didn't mean to hit you. Are you okay? I'll take that as a no. We'll make it quick. More splorting. Splort on the farm. Yay! We did it? I couldn't tell if there was going to be voice chat. In the cycles of the foreordained, there lurks a flaw of worship. The tech priest's body convulses, pained, plaintive, creaks of Beinhardt, prayers come from his vox. As moments pass, the signal becomes less and less clear, as if something twisted and wrong were being added to it. Pascal studies the tech priest's face carefully. His vox system moans in a tragic vibrato. Subject unidentified. This is not the blessed Amarnat. Stranger, I request your name. How do you know my mentor's motto? We need to examine him. There are deep burns all over his flesh, and the skin around his augments is charred. Blasphemous spells have been carved into his sacred iron, forming unholy litanies of scrap code. It is amazing how robust this tech priest's life support systems have proven to be in maintaining the spark of life in his grievously wounded body. Who are you? The fire of the hearth sent forth sparks. The name of this spark is Abel Hanuman. The tech priests look over at Pascal. For a brief moment, his speech becomes clear. The echo of my call has reached to you. Good. The iteration is at its end. The design is fulfilled. What design? Why are you calling yourself by my name? What is it? Was it you who summoned me to Rykid Monoris? What for? I categorically demand an answer. Pascal's voice rises to an intimidating howl, but the delirious tech priest does not seem to understand what he's saying. You can talk to him once we get him out of here. A cold premonition rakes the heart. The probabilities are dark and frightening. Brother, I do not wish to gaze into them. We are the flame of knowledge that drives the darkness away. Pascal is quickly inspecting Abel's wounds, paying no mind to the blood and sacred unguents staining his sleeves. His vox rasps soothingly. Do not fear what is to come, brother. We are already here. Alright, let's try and take him down. As soon as you touch the tech priest's battered flesh, he shifts his gaze to you and says with sudden clarity, Many sparks have gone out, but not all. The electric shepherds are alive. In the darkness, I hear their prayers. Find them, save them, recite the hymn of contact circuit restoration so that you may behold what is hidden. A blast of the motive force runs down the tech priest's body, and his face contorts into a mocking grimace. Malformed by Naharic code, repulsively jarring on the ears, pours out of his vox. Information archived to the effect that the circuit restoration hymn is the entrance password to the Electro Priest's hiding place. I note with great sorrow that the cultist ritual has been partially successful. My tech brother has been tainted by corruption. He is in the grip of schismatical, unholy imitation of a machine spirit. I request immediate activation of the Texorcism protocol. My dad can do any computer language, but trying to explain how to use the reheat function on our glorified microwave oven is... That's great. What is schismatical? An ugly mockery of a noble machine spirit created by the warp. Sometimes a few lines of despicable scrap code or a small clump of the motive force falls under the archenemy's influence and degenerates into an abomination of this sort. One whose very existence is an insult to the Omnissiah's wisdom. I want to try and help save him. The possessed man responds with a burst of repulsive laughter. Every now and then a word or two of Gothic finds its way into the Vine heart. Obscenities pouring out of his vox, and what seem to be the schismatical's tentative forays into a language that is alien to it. His body convulses, his joints twist at unnatural angles with the sound of bursting steel couplings. As the possessed man thrashes about, his internal augmetics emerge gradually from the hanging tatters of his flesh, as though an iron homunculus hidden inside the tech priest were trying to cast off the meat cocoon it no longer needed. Pascal's Macandrite extends a thin drilling needle. Sacred unguent glistens on it. A code purification aria is heard as the needle sinks into the possessed tech priest's hull and touches his neural augmetic, forming an electric circuit with it. Extreme strain is visible on his face, furious litanies pouring out of his vox. Result failure, requesting assistance. Let's send a purifying charge of the motive force. May the machine god heal you. Undaunted, you grab one of the severed cables and press it to the tech priest's body, and a shock of formidable power shakes the possessed man. Machine oil gushes out of his mouth. His vox hisses deafeningly as the flow of the motive force burns the corruption in his sacred iron. The overload destroys some of the circuit boards of his neural augmetic, resets his code, and erases the schismatical from existence. The tech priest's eyes roll up, and he loses consciousness. Crushed, yet still alive and no longer in the thrall of corruption. With the utmost care, Pascal takes his body down from the mechanism and lays it on the floor. His stirring litanies of gratitude to the Omnissiah echo through the hall. Rest, tech brother. We will come back for you when we have done our duty to the miraculous fusion reactor. Lord Captain, the Omnissiah commands a pious mind to strive towards uncovering the truth. Therefore, I will not stop until I find my mentor and understand his connection to this servant of the machine god. I request the privilege of joining your retinue as a rightful companion. I can offer to fulfill the duties of an engine seer on your ship in exchange for the right to follow you and conduct my own investigation. Yeah, buddy. Of course we'll have you along. Success!
My success, irrefutable certainty.
Are we gonna worry about all the junk? And alright.
As far as I am aware, the monastery supplies power to several major hive cities on Riken. Hidden somewhere in the...
Okay, the cogitator's green screen lights up as you approach it, and displaying the flashing message, Pilgrim, only the words of the first galvanic hymn will reveal to you the gifts hidden behind the veil of knowledge. Now chant with me. Let us sing this canticle to... Pascal, kindly remind me of how this hymn goes? It is not known to me. Only high-ranking servants of... Okay, cool. That's the Omnissiah, you know? Verse 2 calls to you, Pilgrim. Let us fill our souls with gratitude toward... the arcane... The arcane key that closeth the circuit. I don't know. May the unity of the sacred charges power the immortal reason that hath created the spark. Verily so, a pilgrim has learned the way. Pure guesses. I usually look this up. I wasn't entirely certain. I'm very happy that I got that. Okay, all that means is a fancy new gun that probably no one's going to be using. But we still did it. Oh no, the electro priests. We're not going to be too worried about these guys. They just kind of... They don't know that you're good guys. I guess I mean, we don't really come across as good guys by stabbing everything, but...
Target well struck.
We should go back to the day I first got Skyrim. Yeah, I can see why you would want that. There's a few games that I've played that just give you that. I don't know if it's nostalgia or just that joy. Well, that sucked. Take shovel to the face. Bonk. Take a recital. Alright. Skel, you're in a weird, shitty spot, my guy.
Running binary conflict.
Can I get us with? Kind of. Let's rock. Maybe if you step away from the game. At the same time, yeah. Oh man. Azia. It's time to break out the holy shotgun.
I am a navigator, not a service.
For the throne's glory.
Let's see how they respond to this.
It's nom nom time. Nom. Oh, that's good. Abelard. Show them that they're fools. Yeah, buddy. Here's something I shouldn't be having. Some coffee. It's mushroom coffee. To make things better. Alright. Talking. I forget how much talking is in this game sometimes. Pathfinder's the same way. Oh, the Pathfinder, I make funny voices, so. Oh. Star Impulse the 6th. A shortish, muscular man wearing the scarlet colors of the priesthood of Mars steps into your path. The wrinkles on his cheeks and forehead point to the propensity for frequent outbursts of fierce anger, but right now, he is showing no signs of aggression. Glowing blue patterns of electric tattoos, or electus, show through his oddly bluish-tinted skin. A tight bandage covers the man's eyes, yet he turns his face straight towards you with no hesitation. He has a sharp, screeching voice, not unlike a bird's cawing. Oh boy. May the charge of the Messiah's mercy persist in the hands of the faithful. Is that screechy enough? May the motive force persist in their batteries. The Emperor protects. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Hallowed electrodynamics and obium receives you, pilgrim. I am Die Impulse the Sixth, a servant of the motive force and the praetor electroid of his sacred monastery. Monastery. That's a fun word to say. Pascal bows down humbly before the man. A trill of Beinhardt signals come from his vox, to which the praetor responds with a solemn gesture of blessing. Pascal turns to you and says, "The rank of praetor electroid is a sign of high standing within the electro-priest fraternity. To have been granted an audience is a great honor." Abelard. Okay, Skeletor, shut up. You have the honor of hosting the rogue trader of House von Valencius. I urge you to follow proper etiquette when interacting with the eminent bearer of the sacred warrant. Within these walls, worldly titles are nothing before the motive force. Your deeds, however, speak far louder than the titles of your path here is sprayed with the blood of desecrators. Dar Impulse, it was to you, was it not, that Logus Abel came seeking interpretation of his data trance? Yes. Excuse me. Yes. Brother Abel arrived here to engage in a magnetic meditation that would help clarify his visions. Unfortunately, the heretic's machinations prevented us from completing the ritual. The esteemed Logus volunteered his help in defending the monastery, but contact with him was lost soon after. I rescued him from the insurgents. I hope the Omnissiah preserves Brother Abel's life, that he may continue to comprehend the mysteries he has tapped into. Okay. How did you manage to survive? When the heretics descended in droves upon the Cenobium, we gave battle, but the unholy forces... But the unholy foes buried the Omnissiah's warriors under a mass of their bodies, thus extinguishing the defenders' sparks of purity. It was then that I ordered my few surviving brethren to retreat into the monastery's secret chambers. Upon taking refuge there, we began to destroy the blasphemous intruders and surreptitious, I got it. Ways. Alas, as fiery as my brethren's anger was, I had no right to permit them to die in honest combat, for this task of taking back our abode still lay ahead of us. You might do that. I must commend the skill with which your secret chambers are concealed. You hear a tinge of wounded pride in Heinrich's words, as if he is upset about failing to discover the Electro-Priest's shelter. Your choice of tactics was wise as well. There was no point in losing more lives in the massacre that the cultists wrought. The leader of the heretics fought her way into the Ark, wherein dwells the miraculous fusion reactor. She is trying to desecrate the rite of operation with her unholy litanies, so that the relic may be corrupted and the world of Rykad Minoris may perish in a font of fire. But my brethren, in their magnetic meditation, are hampering her efforts by chanting access request prayers in unison, thereby suppressing the commands that the blasphemers enter. The Praetor Electroid nods towards his entranced comrades. That's kind of a cool fact. See, like, when somebody's trying to, like, cause something to happen on a computer, a lot of times what people will do to kind of, like, keep that hacker from doing something is they will force a shit ton of requests to the system so that it, like, it chugs at a very slow pace. Doesn't stop them completely, but it makes them slow down to a point that they may either quit or otherwise. So they're kind of like using prayers as code, and I think that's really neat. This holy place will be... Oh, wait. This holy place will be protected against sacrilegious practices. I swear it. I was attacked by electro priests. That is a lamentable mistake. We knew of no help that was on its way, and were not expecting to encounter any allies in the monastery's chambers. But I see that you are alive, and I mourn the senseless deaths of my brethren. I wonder if you would have so touchingly mourned the Lord Captain's death, or if such sentiments would have only been awoken by the sound of our void ship delivering a punitive strike from orbit. Okay. I'm gonna say nothing at this point. Everybody falls sorrowfully silent. Alright, I want to get to the holy reactor. I want to help out. The Ark is hidden from pilgrims' eyes, but considering the extraordinary circumstances of your visit to this monastery, I grant you that right. The hall that leads to the High Reliquary has been barred by the enemy, but I will open a secret path for you. Enter the Ark and experience the motive force, pilgrim. We will pray to the security systems that they may refrain from punishing you for your intrusion. In the charge of the Omnissiah's grace, persist in the batteries of the faithful. Yakety yak. Ooh, some goods. Nothing good, though. That's okay. Anything over here?
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Thank you, thank you.
It's about time.
Funk soul brother, it's about time. We have a sewer grate for that face. The face of the woman who stands before you is hidden behind a grotesque hard man. It's not that grotesque, but okay. Yet the voice pouring out beneath it belongs to someone else. It is the husky, somber bass of a void wolf, a border of ships. Okay, husky woman voice. How predictable your path is. How static. All the possible deaths you have skirted only to perish here in the fiery tempest that will mark the final dawn. The woman turns her mask to Pascal and gloats. You have arrived just in time, little cog. The schismaticals use your regalia like a mask to subdue the reactor. Pascal's vox rasps amusingly. A cog. I cannot comprehend why apostates try to insult me by comparing me to the sacred symbol of our faith. It is irrational. His visor lights up like a crimson herald of bloodshed, and his drilling mechandrite whirls viciously as it readies to strike. This sacred cog grinds all corruption to dust. From the dust, I will build order. Pascal, announce my arrival. Pascal lets out an intimidating Beinhardt trill and announces grimly, with the Omnissiah's blessing, the rogue trader von Valancius has come before the miraculous fusion reactor, seeking to perform purification and eradicate the corruption. All unauthorized persons are hereby ordered to lay down their arms and humbly accept their punishment. Humility is the lot of the meek. I am a harbinger of great changes and visions of the great I can't talk tonight. Crashing out over words I can't say. Okay. Take two. Visions of the great cataclysms to come have incinerated what humility I had in my heart. The woman's voice breaks and shifts to a different pitch and timbre, a martyr's voice, young, fervent, and in pain. Time has all but run out. I could hear the fist of the future knocking on the door of the present. Choose quickly what you want to be when it walks in. A blind slave to what is gone, a faithful servant of what is to come, or a corpse. I would take some time to wrest from you the details of the future that the cult prophesies. We got it. Hopefully when we're done, what's left of you will still be able to be of coherent speech. What you will be is a living torch blazing for his glory. Argenta's voice burns with pure hatred and trembles with impatience to make the promise come true. Ha! Cassie squints and looks away. Yellows, reds, violets, oranges, blues, wild colors that scorch the eyes. But where the motley mask ends, nothing but a colorless void remains. Enough. I will rid Rykad Minoris of your tyranny. The woman's voice becomes thin and brittle like that of an innocent child. Execute them in the name of the edge of daybreak. It's weird. The Electro Priests rip their hands off. Wait, what? The Electro Priests rip their hands off the command panels, rending their flesh on the stakes that pierce them. As their schismatical controlled bodies are imbued with the motive force's radiance, all the unfortunates can do is scream in horror and plead for a swift death. Aurora begins muttering an unholy litany in broken Gothic. You cannot make out her blasphemous words, but the name that the heretic keeps repeating, the edge of daybreak, digs into your hearing like a blade into a defenseless flesh. Its sound is almost physically painful. It spawns strange and impossible phantoms in your mind. However, you manage to muster your strength and banish it from your mind. Alright, so I don't think it shows up until later. Basically, she's got an infinite shield, right? And we have these Electro Priests that we gotta take down. But there's 2 on this side and 2 on this side. So this is a split the party moment that doesn't happen too often. We are gonna get myself, Hedgie towards the front there. We're gonna get Genta on this side and Heinrichs. We're getting some players on that side. On this side we have Kazia. It's gonna be good for getting a lot of things. Pascal for also big booms. And Abelard to be in the way sometimes and kill stuff. All right, so we can start off here. Little stabby stab. And how many? I got 2. Okay. Go there, and we can go here, and then we can squish, squish, squish. Is the Adeptus doing the hustle? What? Oh. There we go. Good enough.
Chaos guides me.
You'll regret this.
Oh. He's gonna power himself up a bit. Gonna run up and hopefully get a solid hit in. Nice. 5. Here we go. This should be good. That's fine. Those 3. Hey, dude. We can get the beginning to stop glitching so we can make... Is that with all the mods? Damn, if it's glitching without mods. Hydrate. Well, I don't have water with me, but I have my coffee. Which does have enough water because it is a mushroom coffee. It is more water than it is other stuff. Dang! 4,000 with the hedgehog costume. Hell yeah. For what, 6K? Something like that? That's sick. Thank you, Sinistar. Sinistar David. I'll go here. Yeah, I mean, I can't really explain why mushroom coffee is so dang good for you, without getting into, like, way too much nerdiness. But the short of it is that it's coffee, which is already good, you know, good for my brain. But it also has a lot of stuff for your gut health, including stuff that, like, if you're diabetic, can help with stuff dealing with your sugar. You tried some of the coffee and chocolate fest? Nice! Yeah, I got mine here from Quartz. She was being very nice and getting a whole bunch of little gifties at one point. And I very much appreciated that. Now, not all of them are going to taste amazing. The one I have is okay by itself. I prefer it with a bit of creamer. But I understand the benefit if I were to just have it plain, if you will. Yeah, you don't taste the shrooms typically. And like I've had 2 different brands. The one thing I do notice is just the smell. It's not like you're expecting coffee smell, and like it's there, but it's not. It's the best way I can put it. You know? I'm like, it's not really coffee. 18 to 22, 18 to 22. Alright. I'll just do 18 to 23. And I have us a little spin. Okay, I don't think I can get very far with that, so I'll leave it. Damn, Skyrim was being that bad, yeah? Well, hopefully you didn't screw up your your game too badly. I know I did that with mods once.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Not a good feeling.
I am his will made manifest. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
That's all we can do. Yeah, it was a pretty bad shot.
Running by Derek override.
Wait, when did the Chaos guy show? What the hell? I like look away for 2 seconds and then there's just like a Chaos demon there.
Not a problem for me. Nothing I can't.
Alright, now I got people all the way over here. We're just gonna be doing some running. Okay. Let's see if we can hit him with a strong shot. Or that guy. Oh, come on.
I'm not accustomed to being followed around.
There it is.
Guided by faith.
Whoosh. I don't think I can even get a big boy bomb over there. But I can. We'll try it. There it is. Everybody's fine. Nobody saw what happened. It was fine. Ablard's fine. Enough! Now an aged, rattling voice speaks to you from behind the bloodstained mask. You are powerless to halt the approach. I can't really do aged. Hang on. You are powerless to halt the approach of what is to come. I see a crimson trail leading humanity to its doom. I see the glow of the final dawn, and that means existence has made its choice. A dagger flashes in Aurora's hand. She drives it into the control panel with all her strength. Now we will see it too. A blinding voltaic arc bursts forth from the broken control panel and strikes at Aurora's uncanny mask. Its metals heat up. Smoke billows through the bars. With a howl, the cultists collapse. The light is gone. Was that it? The final dawn? But why was it so different from what our teacher promised? Aurora shakes her head blindly. Her voice is now the voice of an ordinary middle-aged woman, frightened and in pain. You will pay for this. You... The woman's body goes limp and collapses to the floor. Her iron mask hits the ground with a dull thud. Pascal examines the corpse with contempt, then concludes dryly, confirming purgation and termination. Heinrich grimaces in disgust. The heretic took her circuits with her. Pity. The motley hues have rejected her, leaving only a grayish-green thread, the noose that the heretic put around her own neck. I have seen this many times before. No one can escape fear itself. Look at my character still spinning my sword. Heinrich approaches Aurora's body and leans over it. A minute, please. Hedgie. I need no more than a minute. Alright, we'll inspect the controlled panel damaged. The cogitator is probably well beyond repair, but your attention is drawn away from the sacred machine and... Ooh. I was trying spinning my sword, that's a neat trick. It's stuck in the animation that, my character was using for a specific move, and we just happen to move into the next thing, and so it's still keeping that animation going. Either that, or I'm really bothered by flies, and... Alright. The cogitator is probably well beyond repair, but your attention is drawn away from the sacred machine and towards the dagger sticking out of the control panel. On closer inspection, it turns out to be the lavishly decorated handguard of a sword whose blade has been pried out. Its pommel is decorated with strange adornment, resembling an eye covered by a scaled lid. What remains of the blade has a blue sheen to it, the same tint as Conrad's weapon during the mutiny on your void ship. This is no human-made object. It was grown from wraith bone, a material favored by the Eldari. As you lean over the shard, you suddenly hear a multitude of voices. They blend together, and individual words are distorted, as though they are mocking your attempts to grasp their meaning. The nagging whisper is like the burning red scratch of an unholy claw upon your mind. Toss the shard into the depths of the reactor. Tell Heinrichs to look at it. Or just take it. I kind of want to go Iconoclast, because that's like what I've been doing, is that like pirate for myself kind of stuff. But Heinrichs is the Inquisitor. He's the one that's like handles this kind of shenanigans. I think I gotta go dogmatic on it. Yeah. Heinrich? No. Heinrich raises his head, gets up, and makes a wry face as he carefully examines Aurora's weapon. This unholy object is the work of inhuman hands, and judging by the cold I am sensing, it is a tool of the archenemy. I am most grateful for your vigilance, Edgy. Heinrich takes the strange shard out of the control panel and studies it for a few seconds. Curious. Heinrich stows the corrupted object away and turns to you. Rogue Trader, on behalf of the Holy Ordos, I thank you for your cooperation and release you from requisition. From this moment on, I am at your service. I am ready to come aboard your ship and head for Footfall as soon as you deem it possible. That is, if you do not have other business in the system. In which case, I am prepared to assist you in its prompt resolution. Let's remove Aurora's mask. The iron helmet is firmly attached to the heretic's flesh. Ugh. Her face is impossible to make out in the darkness behind the bars of her mask, but after peering at it for a little longer than necessary, you wonder if, for a moment, you saw something move. Let's finish cleansing the monastery, Pascal. Executing. Let the Omnissiah given motive force flow and all objects in its path be eradicated. Yeah, get that shit out of here, please. Alright. It is time for a stretch. Oh, because I am needing it. Oh, my knees. Oh, my knees, babies. My knees do not love me today. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you're redeeming for the stretch. Alright. Well, now it's a forced stretch and I don't wanna. Oh. How do I fix hips? How do I do it? You know, one of these days, I should get one of those walking pad things, right? And, you guys can like, put in, I don't know, like 1,000 or something like that, and it ups the speed. And then I gotta like run while playing a game. It's a bad idea, but it's funny. And these are saving up extra tasty crispy. Yeah, right. Alright. I hope so too, Nikki. That would suck. Weapon skill, sure. Rouse, sure. Soldier. I'm gonna give her a little strength for carrying stuff. Weapon damage. I'm sure it's fixable. I mean, it's one thing to have some issues. There's another that like it's not fixable. I really doubt that, because the number of versions of Skyrim and things out there, there's got to be some way to somebody who's come across some similar issue. You know what I mean? Where do we go with this? Anyone recent and their allies in a 5-cell radius deal number of zeal stacks divided by 2. Yeah. Game reset fixes things. Yeah. Alright. It's for heavy armor. That burning flame weapons. No. I remember some of the things. I don't think I starred any of his, and I should have. Zeal church picnic. Oh, that's too funny. It's all. There's damage in there. Yeah, we'll go with overcharge. Yeah, you can have some toughness. What? Give him some Xenos lore. Ooh, held in my gaze. Such a good, freaking awesome thing. Yep, that works. Alright, good enough. I think we can get out of here. The Christ crispy treats. That makes me wonder if there actually is such a thing. Okay, so we saved them. They're very thankful. We try to get the heck out of Dodge. Dodge Durango. Look at all that junk. Junk. I did not mean to take all of these. Just pop that over. There we go. Junk in my trunk. Junk in my trunk. But a bump, dump, bump, a dump, bump. Junk in the trunk. I don't know why that's in my head. Ew! Community wafers are the worst. Nikki, what'd you send me? No! Y'all, it's real. I thought they were being silly. It's freaking real. But why? Who thought that would be a good idea? Oh. The body of Christ with diabetes. Oh, blasphemy. Oh my goodness. Well, oh, all right.
Road Trader. I was somewhat brusque at our first meeting, and I would like to make up for it by expressing my thanks for your assistance in the electrodynamic Cenobium. Your arrival could not have come at a better time. Thanks to you, I have succeeded in finding the object that brought me to this system in the first place. Now that the weapon of corruption has been seized from the cult, I can satisfy the Lord Inquisitor's wish and travel with you to Footfall, once you have finished your business on Rycat. There is one more thing. The Lord Inquisitor gave me this item some time ago. He must have thought it likely that I would find myself aboard this vessel sooner than he. I was instructed to deliver this device to Lady Theodora. However, given recent events, I believe I ought to present it to you. This is an elucidator, a sacred machine capable of translating the languages of remote and lost worlds into Low Gothic. It can even process Xenos languages to a certain degree. Not without infelicities, but possibly well.
Be honest, Van Collix. Is it some kind of tracking device?
Certainly not. The Elucidator is such a rare and complex creation of the Omnissiah that neither I nor any of my colleagues would dream of compromising its integrity. If you wish, have your tech priests confirm that there are no listening devices inside.
Heinrich cuts you a glance, one which you suddenly realize is charged with a strange, almost personal interest, before deferentially averting his gaze.
Apologies in advance if I unknowingly violate the protocol for conversing with someone of your elevated status. I think a slip in composure is to be expected when one is hosted personally in the Lord Captain's study.
I know your tricks, Dewey. So, what do you plan to do now?
I would like to offer my assistance in resolving your immediate problems. I am aware that the ship suffered considerable losses during the recent mutiny and was damaged by the cultists' actions, and you have lost many valuable officers as well. You are in a difficult situation. I am at your disposal.
So, what do you think is going to become of the
It
thing?
all depends on the electro priests who survived the attack. Fortunately for them, the cultists did not manage to seriously corrupt the holy site, partly thanks to the priesthood's efforts. Nevertheless, I would not be surprised if the local explorator fleet decides to audit and purge the damaged units once it hears about what has happened.
Alright, gotta return to my duties, bud. Hendricks is about to say something else when he is interrupted by the sound of a Vox signal. Someone is trying to contact you.
Thank you for your time. Please consider me at your complete disposal while I am aboard your vessel.
Vox Master Vigdis gets on the line. Congratulations on the victory, your ladyship. The entire vessel was impatiently awaiting the news of your expedition's success. The rumors about you not simply saving the Tech Priest Monastery, but actually eliminating the source of the mutiny are spreading like wildfire. The Vox transmissions from across the world speak of nothing else. Electro Piece would be an awesome band name. I gotta be honest, part of me wants to say that there already is. I really don't know, but part of me believes that's to be true. Governor Medina is expecting you at his command center to discuss matters. We are ready to depart immediately. Just give the order. Okay, so now we are officially in our little sanctum here. I probably could have done this earlier. Oh wait, oops. Isn't there a thing on the wall? Oh, I swear there was something here. There. What? It's a cracked data slate. I don't remember it being there, but okay. Electro Priestess. I was like, please, bitch. Loop manager? Okay. I thought maybe I had something in my vault of goodness. I guess not. Ugh. Why is she still up here? I gotta get that changed. My voice is kind of rough tonight. Move, heretic, get out the way. I'd like to replace the painting of the late third order in my chaining chambers. Hang my picture instead. Have you ever heard the name The Fiery Reckoning? From what I can tell, it's a void ship of some sort. There was a mention of it in one of Theodora's documents I found. Janus thinks for a minute, pursing his lips in concentration. I'm afraid it is not immediately familiar to me, your ladyship. Please, allow me a moment. He starts rapidly tapping on the screen of his data slate. I say, House von Valencius did indeed sign a contract with the owners of a vessel with the designation Fiery Reckoning. There are transactions or records of the ship picking up cargo from Calvagama. Well, this is odd. The data log ends there. Apparently the ship had some interactions with one of the workshops on your industrial world. I beg your pardon, your ladyship, but this is the extent of the assistance I can provide you in regard to this particular matter. Okay. Alright. Shipping and transport stuff. Let's see. If we get you to level 2, we could get cool axe, another sword. Well, they only go up to level 4 at the start, so maybe we can do that. You get some extra cash, you're gonna try W. Are you caffeine sensitive? Out of curiosity? No? Okay. Just because I think it's like 200 milligrams of caffeine in a serving, something like that. Basically, like 2 cups of coffee. So if you have like heart issues, I highly suggest just going for the hydration stuff. I like the hydration stuff a bit better, in that it's non-caffeine. It just helps with hydration, so it's like a Gatorade. Obviously, you don't want to drink it all day long, but it can be good if you're doing like a replacement for a Gatorade or something like that. I don't think I have anything I can give them. Do I? Oh, I do. Okay. There you go, guys. You want to try the W hydrate? Yeah. We had was it Grandma's lemonade for the longest time? I think I still have some downstairs. Quartz can attest to it. It's tasty. Is it the best? No. But it's better for you than like most of the other things on the market. That's a force sword. Okay. So that's a this goober kind of sword. Veil Render or Soul Siphon. If used by boss, sword deals an additional info. +1 from the psi rating. Okay. What does the other one do? Increases degradation by 1. I'd rather you have the Soul Siphon. Plus it looks prettier. Okay, I think I got something else in all of this as well. A bunch of soul swords. Yeah, Mars powered an axe. You stopped drinking energy drinks a long time. Yeah, I mean, I gave up on them for a while too, for good reason. You know, there's just hits a point where you really shouldn't depend on energy drinks. Like you gotta like make sure that you're hydrating with regular water sometimes. You know what I mean? One hand. Yeah, I don't know what to give him. The chain sword user, but I kind of want to give him power weapons. 6 to 11, so it's 7 to 10. It's primitive, not power. Power hammer. Power hammer, 6 to 11, 7 to 10. Oh, but this has, like, big shoves. Alright, we'll go with this one, and some sort of handgun. I'm sorry this is taking longer than usual. Deadshot. Yeah. Did we get new boots? Yep, that works perfectly for him. Toxic needle. She can have that. Where it's the big show. You don't drink Gatorade fast enough before it goes bad. Gatorade has an expiration? I didn't even know they went bad. That's probably more concerning on my side than anything else. I had no idea. Did they really? How long have I been drinking expired shit? Oops. I don't think I need to change anything here. Yeah, give monies. These, everything else should be relatively hunky-dory. If you buy a Gatorade lasts more than an hour, you're doing something wrong. Yeah, yeah. Gross. Yeah. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna press the button. Press the button! It's funny, I showered earlier today, I swear, and my head is itchy, and I don't like that. To the bunker. Yeah, your dad got you 2 6-packs when you were sick and didn't finish. How do you know they're expired? Does it say expires by, or does it say sell by? Like, I can understand if it was like, I don't know, a year later or something. But like, goodness. Best. Why do I have the feeling that that's like somewhat incorrect, and that it hasn't gone bad? All right, I gotta do a check here. Is Best Buy? Best Buy indicates when a product will have the best flavor or quality rather than acting as a safety deadline. It is not an expiration date, and most foods remain safe to consume after the state if stored properly. It is a quality guide, not a safety guide. You could have kept drinking them. You didn't have to chuck them out. Oh, I should be reading, I'm sorry. Governor Medina, after an uncomfortably long pause, Medina clears his throat and quickly turns to you. I can't express how grateful I am for your help. Now that the insidious heretic's designs have been thwarted, nothing stands in the way of my plans. Or yours. With Aurora dead, the spirit of revolt is waning. Entire squads of rebels are surrendering. We are witnessing the final days of the uprising. I have already signed the order to allocate 2,000 first-class Voidfarers to you. Their transfer to your ship should begin any minute now. I would also like to salute the savior of Rykad Minoris and have already given the order for a celebration to be held in your honor. We will mark your victory with an ancient custom, the Triumph. You will drive through the city streets accompanied by a guard of honor, as befits a heroine who has vanquished the Imperium's enemies. All your trophies will be displayed to the jubilant crowds. Let me know once you have concluded... Oh, whatever. Let me know once you've concluded your business in the system and are ready for the Triumph to begin. Solomorn, in regards to your own participation in the Triumph, Governor, you will accompany us to the starport to provide timely answers to any questions that may occur to me as I inspect the terminal there. That being said, you should appear before your subjects at least once at the end of the ceremony. Doing so will help maintain order. There's no reason to let the people know that your world may soon be in for a change of leadership. I'm ready for my triumph. Oh. You contributed another 2. What? So what are we at? 8? You're almost halfway done the challenge. And then this little cute thing. It's for 2 hours or potentially longer. We might even change the stream thing that day. It might be like a long day stream or something. It'll be fun. I'll make it as fun as I can. Then I will see you at the starport, your ladyship. Master of Ceremonies will organize the procession in a way that should allow me to share the ceremony's fun. Natalie with you. Blah, blah, blah. They're going to give me a parade. Huzzah. Everybody loves a parade. What could go wrong at a parade? I don't know, it's Warhammer 40k. Probably everything.
Follow my lead.
Alright, Master of Ceremonies. Your ladyship, Peerless Lady von Valancius. I am the Master of Ceremonies of Reichhut Minoris. Everything is in place for your triumph. Allow me to give you a brief summary of the upcoming event. You will take the road, now familiar to you, from here to the starport. You will be accompanied by your comrades in arms and a guard of honor. The body of the heretic known as the Prophet Aurora will be pulled in your wake as a battle trophy. A stop is planned in the middle of the road. There, grateful citizens will rush toward you, praising you for your salvation. Not to worry, this is a thoroughly choreographed interlude. The group of the grateful people will be composed exclusively of loyal citizens vetted by us. Members of the military, young people, attractive and physically fit. A few healthy children. Once they have said their praise, the procession will move on. Governor Medina will await you by the starport. It is also where the pyre has been built for burning the body of the heretic known as Aurora. You will be handed a flamer blessed by a representative of the ecclesiarchy. You can choose to personally perform the burning, but if you wish to underscore the amicable alliance between House von Valancius and House Winterscale, it will be befitting to pass the honor of the burning to Governor Medina. However, the choice is yours. At some point, could you do, if you have it, an Oblivion remaster play? I don't have the remaster. That was, again, somebody else, but we can certainly put it on the list for purchase in the future. I'm willing to just play Oblivion. I have the original, and it's great. I loved it. I actually did. I really loved Oblivion. But yeah. I'm gonna get JFK'd? Are we allowed to say that? Is it too soon? Alright, I don't want a stage show of gratitude. Allow the ordinary people to speak to me or skip this farce altogether. My sincerest apologies, your ladyship. No thought could be further from my mind than incurring your anger. Let the ordinary people look through, you say. I'll see what can be done. Yeah, you know, I'm a person of the people. Love to see how I play it. Poorly? No, I'm sure I'd have fun with it. Alright. I'm gonna mount my tank. Here we are. Joyously praise me. Praise Hedgie. Praise them. I'm the people's champion. Can't see me. Can't see me. I can't do that. The local. Hello, your ladyship. Glory to you. Glory. A motley group of modestly dressed people hurries towards you. Master of Ceremonies. The grateful citizens wish to present gifts to their Redeemer. Like that Futurama. Yeah. The Master of Ceremonies' sugary voice almost brings the taste of honey to your mouth. Dang, she like up in my mouth? For whatever reason, you know for certain that right at this moment, The gaze of Aurora's dead, empty eye sockets is fixed upon the back of your head. A thought surfaces in your mind. Not a voice inside your head, no, a mere thought. They are all going to die. Befuddled, deprived, never having seen the truth, and it is all because of you, my enemy. Enemy mine. So we can greet the people, ignoring the weird thing, stop the ceremony, and address the soldiers, something terrible is about to happen, or turn around and look at Aurora's corpse. Listen, if I got a psychic message or a thought in my head that something bad was going to happen, I'm just going to say, something bad is going to happen. The soldiers in the cordon exchange perplexed glances, but their trained discipline prevails, and they turn toward the spectators, preparing to lead the crowd away. I'm sensing something boundless, blue, golden, dark. A grimace contorts Heinrich's face. The interrogator lifts a hand to his temple as though struck by sudden migraine. What? Behold, behold, behold the final dawn, Aurora says. They took my tank away. The only opportunity we might have had to actually have a tank in play. Mass black hole. Oh. It's a trap.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
All right, so we can spread out, as it were. I have myself down here helping these folks out. Abelard to the front. Maybe Argenta there, Pascal there. Heinrichs can actually kind of stay where he's at. And Kaz, yeah. You can go here, I guess. Well, okay then. Go down here. That's the Zeal, okay. And we're gonna rapid fire this up. Solid.
I will not.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Yay! Go, easy peasy. Pascal. Do this for funsies. Oh, did I not have enough? Oh, oops. Take that guy out, and that one. Oh, Heinrich's buddy, I don't know. I don't know where you need to go. Somewhere else, apparently. Eye blast, anybody? You. You lost me for a second? No. That's illegal.
I'll do it.
Wow, speaking of illegal, that was terrible. 60% shots and nada.
At your back and forth.
Go and we'll just
No matter the cost.
go. I'm finding this to be. I swear this is on normal, by the way. I'm not just cheesing on easy.
Moving out. I must not falter. Crush the feeble.
Wait, didn't I kill those two guys? That was rude.
Chaos guides me.
Somebody messaged me. Your feed went out or Twitch is being a butt. Is everybody else still with me? Everybody okay? Huh. Alright, so it's just Nikki's connection being weird. Probably because she was re-downloading Skyrim. That'd be my guess. It was weird? Huh. sometimes I like to be right. I'm on your phone. But if you're using, if you're connected to your Wi-Fi, like at your house, even if you're on your phone, it can affect your speeds.
I won't go down easy.
Ooh.
That is foolishness.
Okay. Hello? Ugh. Oh, what? What? Face me, you jerks. Rawr.
Weather the storm.
Death to non-believers! Death to the weak! Follow my lead.
I bring ruin. Follow my lead.
Nice. Drinking water for the first time all day. Girl. Tell me you've had more than just 3 drinks in a day. Please. You have to have, like, a lot more water than that. You gotta start streaming so I can just spam the hydrate button. Alright. There's static in trying to connect to my ship. Blah, blah, blah. She's praying, checking her equipment. She's freaked out by random colors. He's an old soldier and he's like, they gonna send a shuttle for us or what? And then Heinrichs is like, we gotta make it to the thing, the starport. Starport. Come to the starport. Alright. We're not abandoning people in distress. Everyone come with us. Let's make it to the starport. Let's move out. Of course, I do have to admit that when you were here, I drank a lot more water than I do by myself. And that could be on account of, like, just not being good to myself. Like, having sleep issues and stuff like that. It's really hard to just, like, even want to drink water. But I definitely do take care of myself better when there's someone around that motivates me. No, it's a problem, I know. I did take a nap this afternoon. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing though, and I just said, you know, that Quartz was here and she was helping me drink more. I had a lot more energy because I was drinking more water. And I know this, and I still... Yeah, and you kept refilling the bottle. Yeah, that was super helpful. Because my ADHD brain, or rather, whatever the hell's wrong with my brain, I don't even want to call it ADHD anymore, really. Because that was probably a misdiagnosis, because the medication did the opposite of what it was supposed to do, so it's got to be a misdiagnosis. It's just got to be my weird-ass broken DID brain that was part of that Jim Jam jamboree.
I can.
Oh, this part sucks. There's like 3 of these damn things. I have my character go this way. Lord, you come with me. Henrix, you can deal with this. You can deal with this, Argento. Pascal, you can come with us. You love my brain? Well, parts of it loves you a lot, so we're on something of the same page. Most of it. Oh, that's sad. I'm not gonna say that out loud again. That made me sad. Very nice brain. Good ridges. Ah. No line of sight. Decimbushi. I'm gonna give him the old waking nightmare and then chow. Nice, nice, nice. And you can't see a little boosty boost. Leader of cultists. Oof.
Chaos guides me.
Chaos guides me, which is why I'm always lost and need a GPS. Who could have let me?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh. Alright, Heinrichs. Strong arm it. Get your health up. Smack a bit. You have an app that's supposed to keep me on track called Water Llama? Water Llama told you that you were ghosting? That's hilarious. I don't want a llama to tell me when I'm ghosting them about drinking water, but I might take them up on the that particular. Get a Finch. Finch is great, but I did notice that if I just had water once, it lets it go for the rest of the day. So like, I really only need to drink water once, and that's not really any better than what I'm doing now. Damn, this thing is. That's Nice. Oh, not that one.
Isn't this a job for the...
Oops.
Such is the will of chaos.
Oh. What did he throw at me?
Vengeance will be
Out of my way!
Yeah, I know. Technically, I need to have 5 of them, and it has to be the water bottle. The thing is, I don't want to refill it. Like, I'm just, like, no, not again. I don't think I have anything I can use for pistol burst. Sure.
It will be done.
I am your doom.
There we go. A little dance dance. See you dancing. Water bearer.
Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Bam. Right, and there's the downside to Pascal. Just never enough of anything. Gotta use all the buttons. Did we kill that one dude? Almost. I think we can come down. Somebody with range.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
We'll give you another shot there, buddy. Nice. I just add another stack.
Chaos guides me!
Water bearer. Got it. I should know that. I don't know why I'm like, bruh.
Struck is a prayer.
Damn, that dude's head got blown off, literally. Sick. Oh, I mean, sick as in righteously cool. Just probably what you guys assumed, but anyway.
Get me a target.
Nobody out here. Like I thought there'd be. Where the hell? Oh, there they are. Damn, they're all like hiding in the corners. I can't really get to them. Alright, buddy. Time to slice and dice all the cultists, please. That's everybody. Okay. I was gonna say. All right. My lovely hedge nesters. I don't know what to call y'all. Hedgers? That sounds worse. Hedge fund babies. We're gonna workshop this. Hedgelings? Okay, that could work. We have a consensus because, like, honestly, the three of you, and maybe Daria, might be my only audience for a long time.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Yeah, we like hedgelings. Okay. Oh, my lovely hedgelings. It is the end of the night. It is 10 o'clock on the dot, which is unusual for us to be, one, not ending early, and two, ending on time? Crazy. This is nuts. All that to say, thank you for hanging out with me. It was a lot of fun. And, good night. Feel free to text me if you have my number. And also, thank you again for the community challenge thing. That is huge. You have put so much to it already. I'm excited by that. Good night, everyone. I drank 24. Hey, and on a better note,